And we're underway here on this beautiful Friday night. I'm Brandon Shanahan, broadcasting live from Brave Stadium in Nevada, Texas. It may be September. It may be 85 degrees out, but a little bit chillier tonight for a whiteout as the Braves welcome in the Cougars from Western Hills. The Braves walking their whiteout uniforms, white helmets, white jerseys, white pants against the all black and green uniforms from Western Hills. Black jerseys, black pants, white numbering, and dark green helmets. That might even look... No, yeah, you can see the green on the monitor. Well, we'll take a look at the Community Braves defense first and foremost. Be a power spread offensive look for Western Hills. They'll pound it between the tackles for the first play, and the Braves defense gets a stop on first down. Loss of about 1.5 yards on the play.
The carry by Josh Oliver.
Josh Oliver, the carrier for
loss of 1,
Cougars.
Second down and 11.
And it's a screen pass to the top of the formation, caught at the line of scrimmage, and immediately brought down, nowhere to go for Gabriel Christian. And third and long for the Cougars. Coming into tonight defensively for the Braves, priority numero uno, top of the list. Carve it on the whiteboard is get off to a good start. Each of their first 3 games, they've allowed back-to-back touchdowns to start off. Last week, 7 touchdowns on the first 7 drives against Sanger. Third and long for the Braves defense. Facing the Cougars, trips down wide, back to pass, fires downfield, caught at the 30. Stiffs arm a man and works his way towards the sideline, towards the sticks. We'll see where they spot him. And that's Rylan Crockett. Gain of 8 on the play. Won't be enough for a first down. Deep in their territory, and the Braves get a 3-and-out to start the night. First time they've gotten off the field on the first possession without giving up points. And for the first time this season, we get to see the Braves' new-look offense try to take the lead in this contest. And it's Chase Petty back to receive the punt for the Braves. Rodney Hill to boot it away. Fires it down the field, lands at the 35. He'll let it roll, and it'll take a Cougar bounce inside the 30. And the Braves offense gets to take over with 10:39 left to go in the first quarter. Tied ball game again, the first time the Braves have had an opportunity to take the lead this season. And we'll get to see what this air raid offense looks like. Cash Elston, leading receiver. We'll see plenty of him, particularly downfield. 19 catches, 378 yards, and a score last week against a very good Sanger team, and also in the starting lineup for the first time this season is Chase Williams. He's in the slot formation, taking the place of Eli Dixon. It's a handoff to Cade Connor. Barrels on through for a gain of 9.
Gabriel Christian on the stop for Western Hills.
Now second and very short for the Braves. Grayson Calloway behind center. He'll be in the shotgun throughout the night. He's by himself early, drops back to pass, looks right. There's Williams at the 40, breaks a man's ankle, spin move towards midfield, still on his feet. Good enough for a Braves first down, and a gain of 8 on the play.
That's good for a community first down. We are.
His first reception of the night, filling in for Eli Dixon, who went down very early in last week's game against Sanger. And we saw plenty of flashes from Chase Williams getting underway, scoring a 40-yard touchdown reception in his varsity debut. They set up the screen for Connors. Caught and wrapped up immediately in the backfield. Be a loss of, or he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Still sets up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now. Callaway in the shotgun with Connor to his right. Dylan Testa to the bottom of the formation. Williams, all red, up top. And a handoff to Connor wrapped up in the backfield. He'll lose a few on the play.
Connor stopped in the backfield.
Loss of 2.
2 yards.
3rd
loss.
and 10 for the Braves.
Down and 12.
Braves go 2 by 2, 2 spread up top, 2 to the short side of the boundary. Callaway gets the snap, drops back to pass, fires down the field, looking for his main target in Cash Elston. Incomplete. 4th and 12. Punt unit comes on for the Braves.
12 for Community.
And it's all red back to boot. Rodney Hill back to return the punt for Western Hills. Very high bunt. Lands at the 26, takes a very aggressive Braves roll inside the 5. And they can't stop it in time. It's a touchback. 1st and 10 for Western Hills on the other side of our first break. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
First down and 10 Cougars from the Western Hills 20-yard line.
1st and 10 for Western Hills at their own 20-yard line. Teams trading back-to-back 3-and-outs on their first offensive possession. Gets the snap, hands it off to the left side. Works his way towards the sideline. Breaks through the first level at the 50. It's a foot race, and no one's catching him inside the 20. They do by his shoelaces. That's Emmanuel Speed showing off the speed in droves. Hawking down the Cougar carrier. Saves the touchdown. First down of the night for Western Hills. Now deep in community territory. Spotting just inside the 15-yard line.
66-yard run. First down and 10 Western Hills.
In the shotgun. It's the handoff between the tackles. Wrapped up at the point of contact, falls forward for a few.
Oliver,
2nd down.
the ball carrier. Jackson Bradley, the tackler for Community. 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7.
Second and 7 now for Western Hills. 2 wide receivers up top, 2 spread out to the bottom, and a back in the backfield with Johnston. And the snap on the ground. He'll fall on it at the 20-yard line. Sets up 3rd and 15 for the Cougars.
Tyler Johnston with a 9-yard
Just a bit
loss.
out of reach for the quarterback. Gets a fortunate bounce, falls on it.
3rd down and 16 for the Cougars.
3rd and 15 in the shotgun. It's Rodney Hill at quarterback, trying to make something happen. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 4th and 15.
For no gain.
Braves, after giving up the 66-yard run on the first play of the drive, Emmanuel Speed saving the touchdown with a shoelace tackle. Now 1 play away from getting off the field with no points and snatching momentum. 4th and 15 for Western Hills. Tyler Johnston back in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Sends a man in motion across the formation. Rolls out to his right, looking to throw. Fires downfield, looking end zone, out of reach. Was looking for Rodney Hill in the end zone. Would have been his second receiving touchdown of the night. Can't connect, and they turn the ball over on downs, but a penalty marker in the offensive backfield. So conventional wisdom would say holding on the offense, which it is. Braves decline the penalty, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Now, after teams trade back-to-back 3-and-outs, Western Hills seemingly gets the first strike of the night. Gets a 66-yard run to start the drive. First play, looks like he's tiptoeing down the sideline. Emmanuel Speed takes a great angle, tackles him by his shoelace, knocks him down, and they force the turnover on downs just 4 plays later. Empty backfield for Callaway. Gets the snap, pop pass in the middle. And now it's Ronti Wilson trying to find the perimeter past the 25, thrown down at the 29.
To Ronti Wilson.
And a 9 on the play, 2nd and 1 on the technical pass play, but operates as a wide receiver sweep per se. See that quite a bit. We'll also see Chase Williams get in that action as well. Wilson in the backfield with Callaway. They feed him this time between the tackles. Evades the first wave of defenders and wrapped up 3 yards down, 4 yards down the field.
Move those chains. 1st down, Community.
We'll see 2 backs primarily for Community tonight. Cade Connor, who we got to see as the primary back to start the game. Ronti Wilson right there with him. Very similar stats, a little bit more, a few more carries for Cade Connor and a few more rushing yards for Ronti Wilson. Wilson also 2 touchdowns rushing. Cade Connor rushing and a receiving touchdown. They're looking for the screen. Elston catches it at the 30. Turns it outside, down the sideline, inside the 40. Makes a man miss. Wrapped up and eventually brought down by a group of Cougars inside the 15-yard line. 1st down, Community.
Elston.
55-yard gain from Cash Elston. 45-yard gain, excuse me.
Down and 10. We are
1st and 10 for the Braves. Their first down of the night inside the Cougar 15-yard line, right where Western Hills were just a few minutes ago. They couldn't punch it in. Braves, an opportunity to get the first shot of the night. And it's a 6-yard run from Ronti Wilson to get things started.
Ronti Wilson, the ball carrier. 5 yards or 6 yards? 6 yards.
2nd and 4 now.
6-yard gain.
Dylan Testa, Cash Elston at the bottom of the formation. Chase Williams currently in the backfield with both Callaway and Ronti Wilson. Seems like they set up a handoff to Williams. Very explosive. We saw plenty of that last week. They fake the handoff to him, but they get the ball out to him in the flat. Caught at the 20, working his way towards the pylon. 1st down inside the 12.
Pass complete to Williams.
And Williams gets his
1st down, Community.
2nd reception.
We are
Had a 40-yard touchdown. Had a couple of real great plays down the field, showing off the wheel. So we'll see plenty of him in his first varsity starts in place of Eli Dixon in street clothes on the sideline. 1st and 10 for the Braves. Callaway back to pass. Out in the flat is Ronti Wilson. Makes a man miss. Touchdown, Braves. Ronti Wilson from 11 yards out finds the blue turf. And the Braves have taken their first lead of the 2025 season on an outstanding drive which started at their own 20-yard line. Marched down the field, picked up big chunks from Cash Elston, and punching it in from 11 yards out, Callaway to Wilson. Now Colt Story has been very solid as the kicker this year. Snap comes in, kick, blasted through the upright, 7-0 lead for Community. With 2:40 left to go in the first quarter, we'll step aside. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
Community 7, Western Hills nothing. The Community Athletic Booster Club is fired up to support our middle school and high school student athletes in Community ISD. Fans, don't forget to stop by the concession stand. Every purchase helps us continue this incredible work. Colt Story to kick for Community.
The Braves lead 7-0 after an 11-yard pitch and catch from Grayson Calloway to Ronzi Wilson. Kickoff fielded at the far 10. Makes a couple of men miss inside the 25 and barrels forward, where the Cougars will start their third offensive drive of the game. First drive, they started about here, went 3 and out very quickly. Then their second drive, they get a 66-yard run. If it wasn't for the great pursuit angle from Emmanuel Speed to tackle him by his ankles inside the 20, would have been a touchdown for the Cougars. Nonetheless, the Braves defense hold tight, batten down the hatches, bend but don't break, force a turnover on downs 4 plays later. And then they take it 80 yards down the field on a very methodical drive, capped off by the Ronzi Wilson touchdown reception. First and 10 for the Cougars inside the 20. Handoff to the right side between the tackles, past the 30. Brought down for a moderate gain. Second and medium.
Long on the stop.
Do you want to get ahead of the competition? Do you want access to a full indoor turf field, hit tracks and pro batter, pitching and hitting tunnels, pitching machines, golf simulators, a full-size gym, and more? Come to Inbounds Sports Training, right up the road from Community High School, located at 760 North FM 1138, or visit inboundssports.com.
Second and 4 after the 6-yard first down carry from Joshua Oliver. As Johnson back to pass, rolling to his left, fires downfield, 50-50 ball, nobody home. Paha Holt on the coverage. He just wanted to give his guy an opportunity. Paha Holt not giving him any space. I believe they were looking for Rodney Hill, their leading receiver. And with his production and talent, might see a few more 50-50 balls targeting his way. 10 receptions, 123 yards, and a touchdown through the air. And another couple of touchdowns on the ground as well. We'll see him get some touches. Won't be the primary runner. We've seen plenty from Josh Oliver, and then we'll see Ashton Richardson as well. Third down for the Braves defense. Handoff between the tackles. Burst through the first level past the 50 and brought down in Braves territory.
Stop by Speed.
About a 22-yard carry for Joshua Oliver.
20-yard gain, first down.
So he's already approaching the century mark. First and 10 for the Cougars. Their second first down of the contest. 1:29 and counting left in the first quarter. Back to Oliver between the tackles. Very patient running. He picks up a gain of 9. Almost want to go a little bit more than 9, but not the first down. So another Good carry from Joshua Oliver. 3-by-1 formation. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Oliver in the backfield with Johnston. Johnston back to pass. Now he's rolling right. Looks for a man in the flat, looking for Hill. Incomplete. 3rd and very short for the Cougars. Got to think you got 2 plays in mind. 2 plays to get this 1 yard. Pending a negative play of some sorts. I'm sure Coach Chris Childress, the defensive coordinator, is drawing up his best negative play here. 3-by-1 formation, 1 to the top. Johnston in the backfield. Richardson to his left. That's where they want to go with it. Trying to get to the outside. Brought down in the backfield. It's Grayson Abbott. Just what we were talking about, the Braves defense needing a negative play, and they get a 6-yard loss on the tackle.
Into the Cougar backfield. 5-yard loss.
4th down and 6. Curious spot for the Cougars. You're in Braves territory. I don't know if you want to necessarily boot that away. But with 10 seconds on the play clock, it looks like we'll get a timeout of some sorts. And we'll take one, too, with... Oh, nope, just kidding. That's the end of the first quarter, so we'll get a timeout anyways. 7-0 lead for the Braves on the Ronti Wilson touchdown reception. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
Community 7, Western Hills.
Braves fans, do you need some dental work done? Well, come on out to Levon Family Dental. Dr. Casey Draper and his staff provide you with high-quality dentistry using the latest in technology and modern convenience. Check them out online at LevonFamilyDental.com or call 972-853-2100.
It's 4th and 6 for the Cougars. Offense on the field. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the formation. 1 up top. And a back just off the tackle to the left side. 4th down. Johnston rolls out to his left and play blown dead before he gets started. I don't see any yellow flags per se. Maybe just not quite all the way ready. Works out in Community's favor. One of the more favorite plays that you'd run in the situation, and they seemingly burn it. First play of the second quarter. Johnson the shotgun. 3 wide receivers cascade to the bottom. Another pre-play stoppage. It's a whiteout here from Brave Stadium. Community in their all-white uniforms at home. White home, it's white jerseys, white pants.
They have a mic on the refs.
Very great contrast compared to Western Hills in their black jerseys, black pants, and dark green helmets. And we're ready to roll. Allegedly, 4th and 6 for the Cougars. Johnson in the shotgun. Officially ready to go. Johnston gets the snap. Drops back to pass. In trouble in the backfield. Evades the first wave of Braves defenders. Heads up field past the 40 and slides just beyond the line to gain mark at the 25.
Stop by Abbott. 12-yard gain first down and 10. Cougars from the Braves 35.
Gain of 8 on the play from Tyler Johnston. Moves the chains for the Cougars as they inch deeper in Braves territory. In the shotgun, he's got Joshua Oliver to his left. He's been productive tonight. They feed him between the tackles. Falls forward for a few yards. They'll call that about 2.5. We'll give him 3. We'll round up. And that, according to my tally, gets Joshua Oliver past the century mark. Currently 105 yards on the night on just 6 carries. Getting at a 66-yarder, almost took it to the house. Manuel Speed tracked him down. And they'll feed him again here. This time going to the left side, inside the 25. And brought down for a good gain. It's actually Warren Carter on the carry. And a penalty marker hanging out on the field, so not so fast. And holding against the offense, so the good second down carry negated. Western Hills in a bit of a similar situation that Community found themselves in a few times last week, where you take 1 step forward, 2 steps back with critical penalty like that. So now it goes from 3rd and 2 to 2nd and 11. They haven't had a whole lot of success throwing the football so far tonight. They have a couple of tracks. Here comes Johnston, fires down the field, looking for the pylon, incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
Paha hold on the coverage. Covered him pretty well, was looking in the direction of Gabriel Christian.
3 on coverage.
He fell down though, just like a throw.
Closest one.
You will put that on target again. 3rd down and 11.
3rd down and 11 for the Braves. Western Hills drops it, kicks it out into the flat, turns up the Jets inside the 30. Gets a good amount of the chunk back after the penalty. Sets up 4th and short.
7-yard gain, 4th down and 4.
Fourth and 4, penalty on the field, fires down the field, had a receiver open, was looking once again for Christian, but slips on the play.
Flag on the play.
A pre-snap penalty where they let the play run out. This might have been a free play for Western Hills if somebody on the defense got a head start, and that looks to be exactly what happened. So the penalty brings them into 1st down territory. So new life for this Cougar drive. Started at their own 45-yard line. Final drive of the 1st quarter, now with a few minutes off the clock in the 2nd. Johnston gets the snap, hands it off between the tackles, sheds a tackler in the backfield, and brought down
Oliver
at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
the ball carrier. Stopped by Allred. No gain. 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10 for the Cougars. Swings out to Rodney Hill at the 25. Splits a couple of defenders. Breaks another tackle inside the 20. Brought down just shy of the 15. Gain of 7 on the play for Rodney Hill, who's had a quiet first quarter. They've been looking for him.
7-yard
His first
gain.
offensive
3rd
touch of the 2nd quarter.
down, 3 to
3rd
go.
and short. Cougars moving down the field, but the Braves making them earn every inch. 3rd and 4. Solomon practicing field goals from about this part of the field, but got to imagine You got 2 plays to get the 4 yards here. They hand it off to Oliver, brought down in the backfield. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Couple of big things on the play. So, of course, Western Hills loses a yard and a half, almost 2 yards, but Oliver's helmet also fell off. So their best player on offense tonight not on the field for this 4th and 5. They hand it off to the right side, looking for a hole, kicks it out inside the 15, towards the pylon, tiptoes into the end zone for Western Hill on 4th and 5.
19-yard touchdown run for the Cougars.
19-yard touchdown run for the Cougars. And that is Warren Carter getting it done. Typically a pass catcher for the Cougars, but they're finding uses for him in the passing game as well.
On to kick the PAT.
Out to attempt the PAT to tie the ball game up with 7:24 left in the second quarter. Snap comes in. Ooh, thought they were going to get the block, but they not quite. Something to watch out for later on. 7:55 left in the second. 7-7 ball game from Nevada. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
Braves fans, do you need some dental work done? Well, come on out to Levon Family Dental. Dr. Casey Draper and his staff provide you with high-quality dentistry using the latest in technology and modern convenience. Check them out online at LevonFamilyDental.com or call 972-853-2100.
Jonathan Overos.
7:55 left to go in the first half. It's a 7-7 ball game with Community set to regain possession after the 19-yard touchdown run from Warren Carter. Squib kick up the middle, bounced at the 30. They just have to fall on it. We saw this quite a bit last week where the squib kick just made it very difficult to field the ball cleanly. They pretty much throughout the first part of the season have avoided the outstanding kick returners that Community has. Doesn't take a whole lot of tape to figure out how dangerous those guys are. And the squib has given them all sorts of trouble, but they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line. 1st down and 10 Community.
1st and 10, Callaway in the shotgun. Cade Connor to his left. He'll feed him to the right side, just off the tackle. Cuts back in towards the middle. Finally brought down past the 40. And a penalty marker in the backfield.
Cade Connor, the ball carrier. Flag on the play.
And a holding penalty will bring this back 10 yards. So the first real negative play for the Braves so far. And it's a tough one to come back from. Now 1st and 20 from inside their 25-yard line.
The penalty backs the Braves up to their own 24. 1st down and 20.
Now we've seen them run some halfback screens out of the backfield, trying to get chunk yardage. Cade Connor broke one a couple of weeks ago for about 60. Callaway looks down the field, looking over the middle, goes up for it, catches it, brings it down. 1st down. That's Chase Williams.
Callaway to Williams.
25 yards.
25-yard pitch and catch, making it look easy. And approaching in on Cougar country.
Braves 49.
3 wide receivers to the bottom, including Williams, who just made the catch in the slot. Testa just outside. They'll hand it off to Connor. Trying to get to the outside. Gets to the line of scrimmage and works his way forward to not lose any yards. 2nd and 10 now. Ronti Wilson checks back into the game. Both backs have split carries pretty evenly throughout the first 3 games of the season. Ronti Wilson might have the hot hand, had the 11-yard reception to get the scoring started in the middle of the first quarter. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson in the backfield with Callaway. Williams and Allred to the bottom of the formation. That's where Callaway's looking. Same formation through the hands of Callaway inside the 30. A little bit tighter coverage this time from Grayson Iera. Now 3rd and 10. Again, we've seen them try to pick up chunk yardage with the screen out of the backfield. And then, of course, they're liking this post route from Williams across the middle of the field. Allred at the bottom of the formation with Williams. Gets the snap, hands off to Ronti Wilson. Sheds the first tackler, picks up a well-earned 4 yards on the play. Now 4th and 6. They're now in Western Hills territory. Defense has been playing well so far.
4-yard gain, 4th down and 6.
I guess the objection, would be your defense is playing well. Force Western Hills to march down the field. Adam Allred's been outstanding punting. Well, they keep the offense out. Triangle formation at the bottom with the 3 wide receivers, including Ronti Wilson, Allred, and Williams. Wilson comes back in towards the backfield. Fires past the backfield. Now they're setting up a screen for Williams through his hands. It's a turnover on downs. Western Hills takes over at their own 47-yard line. First and 10 for Western Hills at their own 47-yard line. The offense back out on the attack.
1st down and 10, Western Hills.
Johnson comes out to lead the Cougars. Keep an eye out on Alex Richmond playing on it off back to the left. Hand it off to Oliver between the tackles. Past the line of scrimmage, drags a couple of Braves defenders for a gain of 9 on the play. Adding to his outstanding night. Already over 100 yards rushing. Braves need an answer for Joshua Oliver. 5:15 and ticking before halftime. Johnson in the shotgun with Oliver. 2 wide receivers to the bottom, 2 to the top. And a bit of a head start at the top of the formation.
Whistle before the snap.
That'll take some yardage off of that 9-yard carry from Oliver to start the drive. Now 2nd and 1 and now 2nd and 6.
The penalty backs Western Hills up to the Braves 49.
Same formation on the play. Johnson in the shotgun. Hands it off to Oliver, this time to the left. Gets a good gain on the play, but
Oliver, the ball carrier. Flag down near midfield.
Flag in the backfield. And a holding will send Western Hills back even further. And another wound to the foot for the Cougars. Second and 16. If you remember, just a few moments ago, it was 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard carry from Oliver on 1st down. Now staring at 2nd and 16 without an official play run since. They swing it out, in and out of the hands of intended targets. I think they were looking for Richmond at the top of the formation. Now, all of a sudden, 2nd and 1 turns into 3rd and 16. Big opportunity for the Braves, under 5 minutes in the second. Johnson, the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Johnston rolls out to his left, looking for a target, fires downfield, has someone open. Paha Holt closing the gap just enough to force the incomplete pass. 4th and 16. For the Cougars, and they'll send the punt team out. Chase Petty heads back to the 25-yard line to receive the punt for the Braves. Also got to keep in mind, I don't think this is the spot where we see it, but Rodney Hill is their punter, also one of their better offensive players. So gives you some more options in regards to a fake. Again, 4th and 16 in your own territory, probably not where you want to test that out. But a timeout on the field will give us a good opportunity to tell you about our Brave of the Week. Brave of the Week this week is Alicia Young, the Community High Assistant Principal, nominated by Mrs. Christy Nix and Mr. Robert Goff. Miss Christy Nix said, "I want to sincerely say thanks, Alicia, for her generosity and support in helping us plan this year's homecoming dance. Her time, effort, and guidance made such a difference in bringing all the details together. We are so grateful for the way that she pours into our students and school community. We truly appreciate her commitment to making homecoming a special and memorable night for everyone at CHS. Thank you for all that you do to help our students shine." Alicia, comments from Mrs. Christy Nix on her nomination of Alicia Young for our Brave of the Week. 4th and 16. Hill back to punt, just as we were a few moments ago. Chase Petty inside the 30 to receive. Punt comes in. Hill rolls very aggressively towards the line of scrimmage, eventually boots it away, and is a very productive punt inside the 5, inside the 1-yard line. The Braves will have the whole length of the field to work with. 4:22 left in the half. We'll take a step back. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
The J.R. Airy State Farm Agency is proud to support community ISD athletics. At the J.R. Airy State Farm Agency, we're all about protecting what matters most: your family, your home, your future. Just like our Braves fight for every win, we're here to fight for you with personalized insurance and financial solutions. Cheer on Community ISD with us, and let's secure your tomorrow together. Like a good neighbor, JR is there.
First and 10 for the Braves, backed up and deep in their own territory as we will ever see, inside their own 1-yard line. After the unbelievable punt from Rodney Hill, he's out receiving touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. He's thrown a couple of passes, and now with his boot has pinned the Braves deep in their own territory. Critical situation for Community to get some breathing room. Power formation. Cade Connor gets the handoff and gets that much-needed breathing room on a 6-yard carry on first down.
6-yard gain.
Not a whole lot of plays we've seen throughout the season where they bring the wide receivers in off tackle, and what's their equivalent to a power formation. You're never going to see like a wishbone style under center 95 Nebraska look, but this is as powerful as they get. Callaway rolls to his right, throws across his body over the middle of the field. It's Elston at the 35. Sheds the tackle in midfield. Foot race inside the 20. No one's catching him. Cash Elston from 93 yards out finds the blue turf. And the Braves back on top, 13-7.
Elston.
Foot race, and you'll have a hard time finding anybody to keep up with Elston in that setting. Story out to put the dot on the exclamation point for the Braves. 99-yard touchdown drive, boot blasted through the uprights. 14-7 lead for the Braves. 3 minutes and change left to go in the second quarter. We'll take a step back. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
With 3 minutes and 30.
The Community Athletic Booster Club is fired up to support our student athletes in Community ISD. With your help, we've awarded thousands in scholarships, boosted athletic excellence, and given back to every CISD sport, making a lasting difference in our students' lives. Next time you're on campus for a game, don't forget to stop by our concession stand. Every purchase helps us continue this incredible work.
It'll go down as a 2-play, 99-yard touchdown drive for the Braves. 1st and 10 from inside their 1-yard line. Cade Connors does some great work with the offensive line to get 5 yards, get some breathing room. Then Grayson Calloway rolls out to his right, finds Cash Elston across the middle on a post route, and then he does the rest from there. 93-yard pitch and catch, finds the end zone for the longest touchdown of the season for the Braves, and that's a tough mark to beat. As they are set to boot it back to Western Hills. And fielded sloppily inside the 5. That's Rodney Hill now trying to make a play. Makes the first man miss, looks for the sideline. Penalty marker in the backfield, past the 20, and finally stood up just shy of the 30. But as seemingly productive of a return, I have a good feeling he won't get all of those yards there. We'll be holding on the return team. So 1st and 10, and the official's still walking it back. So now the Cougars tasked with having the entire field in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 7.
The penalty, the Cougars will begin their drive from the Western Hills 7-yard line. 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. Oliver in the backfield with Johnston. Johnson gets the snap. Option play, he'll dive forward. Get about a yard and a penalty marker thrown in the backfield.
Hill on the carry.
A penalty on Western Hills. With a downed Brave and a downed Cougar and Rodney Hill. So we'll take a step back as well, let the players get tended to. We'll be back after this. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
The Community Education Foundation is turning 20 this school year. Join us in celebrating 2 decades of braving the way for educational excellence in Community ISD. The foundation enhances educational programs through classroom grants, scholarships, and support of district initiatives. To date, more than $350,000 has been returned through the foundation to support innovative teaching ideas that enrich our students' education. Learn how you can support the foundation at communityisd.org/CEF.
After the penalty, the Cougars inside their own 5-yard line. Oh, interesting move here. So it was a gain of no gain on the rushing play. So instead of taking the what would be 3.5 yards on the half the distance to the goal line penalty, Coach Ortega elects to just decline the penalty and make it second down. Hand off to the left side, not much going there, short of the 10-yard line. And good heads-up coaching from Coach Ortega, because you're looking at it, it's either 1st and 13 or 2nd and 10. Oftentimes that extra down is going to benefit you more than those 3 yards. So the Braves looking to take advantage of it. 4-yard carry on the play.
3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7 now for the Cougars. Johnson gets the snap, looks down the field, fires, hits the turf at the 15. 4th down for the Cougars, and watch out. It's 4th down. Braves are set up to get the ball back. First of all, also worth mentioning, Rodney Hill just went down, heard a couple of plays ago. He's coming back out to do the punting duties. He had an outstanding punt his last time out. Had it inside the Braves' 1-yard line. Likely won't be as successful of a punt, but Braves will still have more than 2.5 minutes. All 3 timeouts.
For the Cougars.
And they get the ball back on the other side of the halftime break, so we could see the Braves really blow this game open. Hill gets a punt and a very high punt, not very far. Fielded inside the 45. Very aggressive approach there from Chase Petty to hawk the ball down. We have seen Western Hills get a couple of really good bounces, so I appreciate the hustle to position either team has really had throughout the night.
1st down and 10.
First and 10 for the Braves. That same formation we just saw them run out of the goal line. It's a pop pass to Roncie Wilson. Breaks the first tackle in the backfield. Stiffs arm a man inside the 20. Roncie Wilson does it again. This time from 31 yards out. As the 12th. Coming all the way back. Roncie Wilson's 31-yard, technically a reception, called back. Now instead of setting the PAT team out, 1st and 20 on the first play of the drive.
The penalty backs the Braves up to the Cougars' 38-yard line.
3 wide receivers up top.
Down 17.
Roncie Wilson in the backfield with Callaway. Callaway looking for Allred. Snags it in inside the 30. Picks up the penalty yards. And then some. With some more yellow laundry after some possible extracurriculars near the offensive line of scrimmage. And Gut says not going to work out too great for the Braves, with just over 2 minutes left to go before halftime. You know, coaches talk often about what the middle 8th of the game looks like. The final few minutes before halftime, the final few minutes after halftime. The Braves set up extraordinarily well with the ball, more than 2 minutes left, 3 timeouts, and they get the ball back on the other side of the halftime break. And it is a personal foul on Community. Some of those penalties that we saw plague them fairly aggressively last week, becoming a factor. Penalty was during the play, so they don't lose the down.
20 to go.
1st and 20 now.
41.
Callaway in the shotgun by himself. And a pre-snap whistle. They are changing it to the second down.
Down and 20.
So must rule that it was after the play that the penalty incurred. Callaway looking down the field, looking for Williams.
Pass incomplete.
They've looked out. They've hit Williams on a big play in that same route as well. But they love that look. And Williams showing off the wheels. You can see why. And that brings us to the 2-minute timeouts. Final 2 minutes. It's 3rd and 20 on the other side of this break. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
Do you want to get ahead of the competition? Do you want access to a full indoor turf field, hit tracks and pro batter, pitching and hitting tunnels, pitching machines, golf simulators, a full-size gym, and more? Come to Inbounds Sports Training, right up the road from Community High School, located at 760 North FM 1138, or visit inboundssports.com.
3rd and 20 for the Braves, fresh off the 2-minute timeout. They had the ball 1st and 10 inside the 35, but back-to-back penalties push them back. 3rd and 20 now.
After the 2-minute
Callaway
timeout, it's 3rd down and
sets up
20
shop in the
for
shotgun.
Braves.
Ronti Wilson to his left. Williams and Allred to the bottom of the formation. Elston and Testa to the top of the formation. Callaway drops back to pass, looking down the field. Elston over the middle, caught at the 20. Sheds off a tackler, breaks the other one inside the 15. Tiptoes to the blue turf. Cash Elston from 40-plus yards out. And the Braves now up 2 scores. Under 2. Chase Williams taking advantage of that, and now Cash Elston with another big touchdown grab, adding to his 1,000-plus yards as a Brave receiver. And once again, for the 3rd time tonight, Cole Story out to boot it through the upright for the PAT, all ready to hold. Snap comes in, blasted through the pipes. 21-7 lead for Community with 1:51 left to go before halftime. We'll take one more break. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
In the 2nd quarter, Braves 21.
Braves fans, do you need some dental work done? Well, come on out to Levon Family Dental. Dr. Casey Draper and his staff provide you with high-quality dentistry using the latest in technology and modern convenience. Check them out online at LevonFamilyDental.com or call 972-853-2100.
(21-7) lead for Community, courtesy of the 41-yard touchdown pass from Grayson Callaway to Cash Elston. Elston having another outstanding night. 3 touchdown passes, or the 3 catches, 2 of them touchdowns for 179 yards. They kick it off to the far side. Works his way towards the 20 down the sideline. Rodney Hill still on his feet.
27 for us. 47. Alex Kritschka pushes Hill out of bounds.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. They had 166-yard run from Joshua Oliver, and a drive that ended up stalling. But not a whole lot of offense between now and then, and more methodical drive at the end of the 1st quarter bled into the 2nd quarter, which is where they got their lone score. Now they have 1:43 left on the clock, 2 timeouts, and they start this drive on their own 26-yard line. Johnston in trouble. Evades the first wave of Braves defenders, slides down after a gain of, they'll give him 4 on the carry.
4 for us. Gain of 4.
4-yard gain on the keeper.
Second time we've seen him pick up yardage, and now the Braves jumping on the opportunity. Calls the timeout to stop the clock.
Community.
With just over a minute and some change left, forcing Western Hill to try to be more aggressive and try to steal another opportunity before halftime. Also worth mentioning, the Braves started the first half on defense, so they'll get the ball on the other side of the break. So if you can get a stop here, say you get it back with maybe 45 seconds left, get another score, it could be 28, 35-7 before this Cougar offense has another opportunity. But job to do here first defensively. 1:20 on the clock, 2nd and 6 for the Cougars. Johnston back out. Joshua Oliver in the backfield with him. Rodney Hill and Gabriel Christian at the bottom of the formation for the Cougars.
2nd down and 6.
Hill comes across the formation in motion. Johnston back to pass. Wants to take a shot, decides against it. Into the flat, there's Christian, caught at the 30 and brought down a great open field tackle to force a 3rd down. Community takes another timeout. A big 3rd and 1 for both teams, 66 seconds left before halftime. We'll get to continue to tell you about our Brave of the Week. Congratulations to Alicia Young, the Community High School Assistant Principal, nominated by Mrs. Christy Nix and Mr. Robert Goff. Mr. Robert Goff mentioned in his nomination, said, "I would like to nominate Alicia Young for Brave of the Month. Mrs. Young has dedicated countless hours to organizing and leading all of our homecoming activities, including the parade, pep rally, and the homecoming dance. Her hard work, attention to detail, and positive energy ensured that each event was a huge success and created lasting memories for our students and community. Mrs. Young's passion for Community ISD shines through in everything she does. Her commitment, creativity, and school spirit truly embody what it means to be a Brave." 3rd and 1, 66 seconds left. Johnson in the shotgun with Oliver to his right. Community still with the timeout in their pocket. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Trying to draw the offsides, but Johnson marking out some new commands to the offensive line. 9 seconds on the play clock, gets the snap, hands off to Oliver. Met at the line of scrimmage. Wins the first push, gets the 1st down.
Oliver. Stop by McClinton. Good for a Western Hills 1st down.
And 1st down for the Cougars, now under a minute left. Curious to see how the Cougars pounce. Looks like they want to take a shot. Wide receivers all the way down the field. Johnston fires out towards the 45, caught by Christian inside Braves territory. About a 20-yard reception. Our longest pass play of the night.
Down and 10, Western Hills from the Braves 45.
1st and 10 now from the 45, 40 seconds left. Cougars still 2 timeouts. Johnson the shotgun, 2 wide receivers up top to the bottom. Christian comes across the formation. Also have a tight end to the left side. We haven't seen too much of that usage. Fires downfield, caught inside the 40. It's Rodney Hill for an 8-yard carry on the play. Western Hills takes the timeout. Just the 2nd reception of the night for Rodney Hill. He's averaging 4 receptions in contest, 165 yards on the season with a touchdown. It's been fairly limited throughout the contest tonight. Just the Braves defense playing tough, clearly honing in on him and making other guys get it done. Joshua Oliver's had a very good night for Western Hills. .124 rushing yards unofficially for Joshua Oliver. Did have a 66-yarder on their second drive of the game, eventually caught by Emmanuel Speed to prevent the touchdown. Defense then battened down the hatches, picked up a turnover on downs 4 plays later. And then in a lone touchdown drive for Western Hills, it was a very long, methodical drive. The Braves not letting anything easy, not letting anybody behind them in the secondary. They've tried to take their shots. They've been looking for it. Just haven't been able to convert. Second and short, 31 seconds left. Johnson in the shotgun. Drops back to pass, in the pocket, in trouble. Rolls out to his right, and he'll just run towards the sticks for the first down. 24 seconds now on the clock. Third time we've seen Johnston scramble. First down for the Cougars, 24 seconds left. Does get out of bounds so they could save that timeout. So the whole field's still at their disposal. Not a whole lot of flexibility. Likely can't run the football. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the formation. 2 up close near the tight ends or the left tackle. And before the play gets started, a false start on the Cougars.
First down and 15 for the Cougars.
8th play of the drive coming up for the Cougars. First and 15, 23 seconds put on the clock. And another false start. We'll see how close this gets to Quinlan Ford, who had 5 consecutive false start penalties against the Braves just a couple of weeks ago, and what ended up being a weird game with a delay in the halftime break. So both teams looking a little bit sloppy out of the break, but back-to-back false start penalties committed by Ford. We'll see if the Braves can force that same kind of run. Now, first and 20. Johnston back to pass, looking down the field, pumps, fires down the field over the middle, intercepted. Carson Betsa picks him off with 15 seconds left before halftime, and the Braves get another stop. Carson Betsa, not the only Brave in the neighborhood. Right there, Jace Betty right there, but Carson Betsa with the best opportunity for it, grabs it, and now it's first and 10 from the 21-yard line. Community does still have a timeout. We've seen them hit some big plays here in the second quarter in particular. They're bringing the wide receivers in on the formation. Also worth noting, Cash Elston in the backfield with Callaway. Ronti Wilson technically on the far outside of the formation as a wide receiver. You get the snap, pop pass to Ronti Wilson coming across, gets a block upfield, wrapped up at the 32. First down, 6 seconds left. And imagine we'll see the Braves take it into halftime.
And beyond. That's a community first down.
And that's exactly what they'll do. The clock will wind down in the first half. Hope the Braves get one more play off as Chase Williams catches them off guard, cuts back in towards the middle, and brought down at the 42-yard line. Outstanding effort from Chase Williams to catch him sleeping. So back-to-back 10-yard receptions for the Braves to help the scorebook out, help the stat sheet out. And we got our halftime entertainment coming up. The Braves up 21-7 over Western Hills. We'll be back with the band's performance. After this, you're watching Community Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
The J.R. Airy State Farm Agency is proud to support Community ISD athletics. At the J.R. Airy State Farm Agency, we're all about protecting what matters most: your family, your home, your future. Just like our Braves fight for every win, we're here to fight for you with personalized insurance and financial solutions. Cheer on Community ISD with us, and let's secure your tomorrow together. Like a good neighbor, JR is there.
You're watching Halftime on the Community Braves Network. This is Cooper Welch in the production truck, coming to you with some halftime scores from around Brave Nation. So first, we're going to look at some of our opponents for the year. There we go. So first, we're going to look at Canton and Maybank. Maybank is currently up, losing 14-0 to Canton in the second quarter. Checking back to a Thursday result, Mineral Wells lost to Quinlan Ford 35-21. So both of our first two opponents of the year are now undefeated or should be undefeated on the season, with Canton leading 14-0 in the second quarter, and Quinlan Ford won 35-21 in Mineral Wells on Thursday. Another Thursday result, Sanger hosted number one in the state, Gunner, and lost 60-42 in Sanger. In the third quarter, Lake Worth and Lake Dallas in the Battle of the Lakes are tied 7-7. And let's move to the second half of our schedule. Currently, Frisco Panther Creek is up 21-0 over Kennedale in Kennedale in the first quarter. Aubrey's looking for their first win of the year. They're up 14-7 over Van Alstyne on the road. Mount Pleasant is currently losing 3-14 at number 8 Sulphur Springs, and Mount Pleasant is a 5A program. And then a neutral site competition, Franklin and Salina in Alvarado. This game is very close, 8-9 in the second quarter. And last but not least, the finale for our year is number 15 Paris. They're up 14-7 over 5A White House in the second quarter. That is it. We're going to turn it over to the visiting band from Western Hills now, and then our band will be on right after that. You're watching Halftime on the Community Braves Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field, the often imitated, never duplicated, the pride of Benbrook, the Western Hills Cougar Band. The Cougar Band is under the direction of Megan Hines, Allison Wooden, and Yuritsa Lagunas. Leading the band onto the field is drum major Jaden Lamb. Tonight, the Western Hills Band will present the initial portion of their 2025 competition show titled Heist. This show aims to take the audience on a wild ride through a high-stakes heist in the state, featuring music from Beethoven, Billie Eilish, and Coolio. We'd now like to take a moment to announce this week's Section of the Week. This week's Section of the Week has worked incredibly hard together during rehearsals, leading each other and coming together as a community. Please help us congratulate the Euphonium section. The Western Hills New Marcher of the Week is a new student who has given consistent effort every single day in and out of rehearsal. Please help us congratulate Jalea. The Western Hills High School returning Marcher of the Week is a student who has worked hard every day to lead people around them. Please help us congratulate Dante Richards. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now present to you the sights and sounds of the 2025 Western Hills Cougar Band. The Western Hills Cougar Band. The Cougar Band would like to thank our middle school director, Hannah Gonzalez. We would also like to thank our principal, Bridget Sisk, the executive director of Visual and Performing Arts, Jesse Cannon, director of instrumental music, Dick Cardy, Fort Worth ISD superintendent, Dr. Karen Molinar, and all of our wonderful parents, alumni, and fellow Cougars for their support. The Cougar Band would also like to wish the Mighty Braves Band a successful marching season this year.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Community High School proudly presents the beauty of the Braves, the award-winning Dazzling Dames. The Dames are under the direction of Eiley Fenton. The Dames are led by Captain Tinley Puckett and First Lieutenant Madison Kirchman. Social officers are Alejandra Almaguer and Caitlin Vega. Dame of the Week is Samantha Ramos. Spirit Girl of the Week is Tinley Puckett. Tonight, the Dames will perform a field jazz routine to These Boots Are Made for Walking. Now entering the field, 2024 finalist marching band at the Whitesboro, Princeton, and Salina Invitationals, and your UIL Region 25 Division I Superior Rated Mighty Braves Marching Band. Band students of the week are freshman Jesse Hargrove, sophomore Marisol Soto, junior Kristen Watson, and senior Angel Vega. Color guard Lucy Van Horn. Section of the week, color guard
Drum majors of the band are Jaden Hale, Ruth Rangel, Colby Anashot, and Daniel Zudi. Band directors are Joshua Kurzweil, Kyle Chomet, Nick Pfister, David Wright, percussion director Jordan Fitzwater, and color guard director Alexandria Dawson, assisted by Olivia Wilson. Tonight, the band will be performing parts 1 and 2 of this season's production entitled Old School, featuring music from Tears for Fears, The Last Starfighter, and Melissa Manchester. Featured soloists tonight are Jaden Hale and Claire Belmore. Ladies and gentlemen, your Mighty Braves Marching Band. Next Saturday, the Mighty Braves Band travels to the Whitesboro Marching Invitational. Preliminary performance is at 3:45, then the finals performance at 9:15. This year's platinum sponsors include True Green, Chef's Barbecue, and Professional Bookkeeping. Gold sponsors are Levon EDC, and silver sponsors Chris Hart Construction, Circle H Products, Foley Taco, Reaper Counseling, Rockwall Pediatrics, and First Baptist Josephine. Go Braves!
Too much fun, boys, what's that mean? It's like too much money, there's no such thing. It's a girl too pretty with too much class, being too lucky or a car too fast. No matter what they say, I'm not. I ain't never had too much, too lucky or a car too fast. No matter what they say, I'm not. I ain't never had too much fun.
Re-entering the field, visiting Western Hills Cougars.
Coming into the second half, the first lead that Cougars had throughout the first few weeks of the season. 31-7, it was a bit of a slow start for both teams at first. Both teams started with a 3-and-out on their opening drive. Then Western Hills looked like they were going to start blowing the game open. 66-yard run from Joshua Oliver inside the 20-yard line. Eventually turned the ball over on down. Not too long ago, then the Braves took advantage. Go right down the field, 80-yard drive with about 2 minutes off the clock. Catch up, cap off with a 20-yard touchdown pitch and catch from Callaway to Wilson. From the backfield, little pop pass inside the 20. And the defense is staying strong for community. We had some questions going into the season, going into the week. How are you going to respond after a couple of tricky, slow starts against some really good, eventually playoff caliber teams? And they have fit the bill tonight to 7 points. And really, not a whole lot of great opportunities for Western Hills. Outside of that second drive that stalled inside the 20-yard line, Cash Elston has been outstanding tonight. 3 receptions for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ronzi Wilson also getting it done receiving-wise. A couple of ball passes, getting him the ball out of the backfield. 3 receptions for 30 yards. And then Chase Williams making his first varsity start tonight in place of Eli Dixon. 4 catches, 51 yards, and boy, I have a hard time imagining that's the last we'll see out of any of those guys. Passing game has been working. They've loved attacking down the field. In between the safeties. And a quick little squib kick up the middle, fielded by community, so they'll start off with fairly good field position at their own 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the community 45. First down and 10, Braves.
First and 10 for the Braves. At their own 45. Callaway in the shotgun, Cade Connor to his left. 2 wide receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Connor switches sides. Callaway gets the snap. Looks right, fires into the flat, caught it midfield, immediately wrapped up. Now before picking up a gain of 4 on the first down play.
Chase Williams on the reception, brought down by Warren Carter. 4-yard pickup. Second down and 6.
Second and 6 now for community. Hand off to Cade Connor to the right side, brought down into the backfield, lose all the yards. They picked up on first down.
Brought down by Sean Elder. 4-yard loss.
Fourth down and 10. Christian and Carter deep for the Cougars. Alred punt. Down near the goal line. Hunter Rollins downing the ball.
It'll be first down and 10 for West.
All right, I'm on the second headset now.
Cougars 2-yard line.
I can't hear anything through here. Am I coming through okay? Okay. 21-7 community lead. Western Hills deep in their own territory. And a handoff between the tackles. A short gain on the play, but nothing Got a whole lot more running room than they had before. Give them a yard on the play.
Down and 9.
2nd and 9 inside their own 3-yard line. Johnston in the shotgun. Gets the snap, another handoff between the tackles. Wades his way through the initial attack, still on his feet past the 5. And a good gain sets up 3rd and manageable for the Cougars.
Carter wrapped up by a host of Braves. Sets up 3rd
down. 6 to go.
9.5 to go. 21-7 lead for Community. 3rd and 6 for the Cougars, still back deep in their own territory. 3 wide receivers out to the bottom. Hand off to the right side. Gets to the line of scrimmage. Not much else. 4th down. And back-to-back 3-and-outs to start the contest for both teams.
by Abbott. 4th down and 4.
4th and 4, deep in their own territory. Rodney Hill back to punt. Not a whole lot of space for him back there. Carson Bessa, I believe, at the 40. And the boot is off. As Chase Petty waves fair catch, takes it at the 41. And that's where the Braves will start their next drive. 1st and 10 for the Braves. We'll take a step back. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
The J.R. Airy State Farm Agency is proud to support Community ISD athletics. At the J.R. Airy State Farm Agency, we're all about protecting what matters most: your family, your home, your future. Just like our Braves fight for every win, we're here to fight for you with personalized insurance and financial solutions. Cheer on Community ISD with us, and let's secure your tomorrow together. Like a good neighbor, JR is there.
Cash Elston on the reception. Still on his feet, past the 1st down marker, dragging a group of Cougars 14 yards down the field.
We are.
Yard gain. 1st and 10, Community.
And down the sideline is Ronti Wilson.
Monty Wilson.
Ronti Wilson inside the 5-yard line. And a block in the back will move the Braves back. So now sets up 1st and 11.
From the Cougars, 28.
From the 28, fakes the handoff to Wilson, back to Elston, button hook at the 20. Drags the defender inside towards the 15-yard line, good for another Braves 1st down. So Already 25 receiving yards for Cash Elston, nearing the 200-yard mark to go with his 2 touchdowns tonight. 7:20 left in the third. Handoff to Ronti Wilson between the tackles, splits the defenders into the end zone. Ronti Wilson from 17 yards out blows the game open. 27-7 in the third.
17 yards to the house. Touchdown.
Ronti Wilson's been outstanding tonight. He's getting it done on the ground, through the air. Any way they can get the ball into his hands, he's getting it done. Another touchdown on the night from Ronti Wilson.
Story to kick the PAT.
Now Cole Story comes out, tries to make it 4 for 4, and does. 28-7 lead for the Braves. We'll take a step back. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
Braves 28, Cougars 6.
The Community Education Foundation is turning 20 this school year. Join us in celebrating 2 decades of braving the way for educational excellence in Community ISD. The foundation enhances educational programs through classroom grants, scholarships, and support of district initiatives. To date, more than $350,000 has been returned through the foundation to support innovative teaching ideas that enrich our students' education. Learn how you can support the foundation at communityisd.org/CEF.
28-7 lead for Community. Ronti Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. First time on the ground from 17 yards out. Halfback zone between the tackles. Puts another touchdown on the board. The first score of the second half for Community. On the quick drive. Second half started with Community. It was a quick short kickoff. Braves found favorable field position, couldn't do anything with it. 3 and out. Adam Allred shows off his boots as well. Battle of the punters tonight. Here from Nevada pins him inside their 2-yard line. They're unable to get any real momentum, just trying to get some breathing room for their punter. They boot it out to about the 42-yard line is where Chase Petty receives the punt. A 14-yard reception from Cash Elston, 11-yard reception from Cash Elston. Sets up the 17-yard touchdown run from Ronti Wilson. Now Western Hills an opportunity to respond from their own 20-yard line, trying to work their way back into this game. A couple of sparks early in the contest, nothing easy throughout the evening from the Braves defense. Handoff to the left side, tries to bounce it out. Met in the backfield, brought down for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12. Second and 12. Rodney Hill takes the direct snap, tries to bounce it out, and brought down for another 2-yard loss. This time it's Kelvin Shamuiwa. Third and long. Braves trying to back-to-back 3 and outs to start the second half.
Well to go.
Cougars break the huddle under 6 minutes to go. Johnston in the shotgun. He's got Joshua Oliver to his right, 2 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. And the wide receiver down low getting a head start, so a 3rd and 13 is about to become 3rd and 18. Cougars have tried to take shots down the field, but the Braves secondary, to their credit, not letting anything easy go around. If they are going to chuck something up, I would take a look at Rodney Wilson. Here's their top target. That's where Johnston's looking down the sideline. Intercepted! Carson Betts, his second interception of the night. He's got blockers in front of him. At the 30, inside the 20. Carson Betts with 2 interceptions on the night. Returns this one to the 20. There is a penalty marker in the area of a holding a block in the back. Turf. I do have a hunch this one will come back. So some more green grass to work with for the Braves offense. But the second interception of the night from Carson Bessa proving huge. And they will rule the block in the back penalty and bump the Braves back to the Cougar 36-yard line. That's still the best field position they've had all night, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, not quite. They did have a drive start at the 31-yard line in the second quarter. So not quite as advantageous, but still a great spot for the Braves.
From the Cougars, 36.
And Community takes a timeout. The non-district finale for the Braves tonight against Fort Worth Western Hills. The volleyball team getting set for their district opener coming up down the road. They've had an outstanding start to their season. They take on Caddo Mills Tuesday, September 23rd. At home, they'll get district play underway. Outstanding start for the Braves volleyball team. The Lady Braves off to good start, trying to keep that momentum going now into district play. The Braves football team back in action next week against district foe Lake Dallas. We'll keep an eye on how their game's turning out throughout the
After the timeout, it's
Lake Dallas, a district opener for the Braves football team next week. Trying to finish up a outstanding start here. Callaway back to pass. Elston over the middle, just a bit behind him.
Pass incomplete. Second down and 10.
Cash Elston nearing 200 receiving yards on the evening. Callaway gets the snap, fakes the handoff over the middle, this time to Williams. Caught at the 30, tiptoes still on his feet, and eventually dragged down near the 20.
Chase Williams. Change, first down, Community.
He's got 67 yards tonight on 6 receptions. Still got a ways to go if he's going to keep up with Elston's target tonight, but still a good game in the sophomore's first varsity start. Ronti Wilson between the tackles, trying to bounce out, breaks the tackle, drags the defender, earns every bit of the, what is that, a 3-yard gain on the play? 4 yards, earned every bit of it.
4-yard gain, second down and 6.
Second and 6. From the Western Hills 18-yard line. Callaway in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolls right, getting chased down from behind, buys some time, fires out towards the pylon, jump ball, incomplete. Was looking for Cash Elston. And credit where credit's due. If it's a jump ball between Cash Elston and just about anybody we'll see, I think that's a fair play. Now under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. 3rd and 6.
Third down.
Love what we've
and
seen from
6
Colt
for
Story as the
Braves.
kicker. Would be an opportunity to test him if he can't get the first down here. Or you look at it, you got 2 opportunities to get 6 yards. See what they have queued up. Dylan Test at the bottom of the formation. Cash Elston in the slot. 2 backs in the backfield with Grayson Calloway. And play clock running all the way down to show just how critical second half timeouts are. Coach Ortega would rather take a 3rd and 11 than burn a second timeout in the 3rd quarter. Now a little bit different play here. Fakes the handoff. Looks for Williams out of the backfield. He's got green grass past the first down inside the 5. Tiptoes in towards the pylon. Not quite. Whoa, what an effort from Chase Williams. Picks up the first down, indeed, and steps out at the 8.
Williams good for a first down. It's 1st and goal. Community.
Very, very close to putting another touchdown on the board. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Williams heads towards the bottom trio of receivers, far inside. Cash Elston to his left, Dylan Test to the left of that. Handoff to Ronti Wilson, kicks it up inside the 5, spun around and brought down. Will be a gain of 4 for Ronti Wilson.
By Christian. Second down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from the 4. 2-by-2 formation for the Braves. Williams and Allred up top. Looks like they're bringing them in near the tackles. Their power formation coming up. A little tricker counter play. Ronti Wilson catches the defense off guard. Ronti Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Cash Elston lined up in the backfield with Grayson Calloway. In the second receiving touchdown of the night for Ronti Wilson, this time from 4 yards out.
Rory Cockerton on kick for the Braves.
And the kick comes up, this time from Rory Cockerton. Blasted through the uprights. Exclamation point on the drive. 35-7 lead for Community. 3:02 left in the 3rd. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
Seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Braves fans, do you need some dental work done? Well, come on out to Levon Family Dental. Dr. Casey Draper and his staff provide you with high-quality dentistry using the latest in technology and modern convenience. Check them out online at LevonFamilyDental.com or call 972-853-2100.
35-7 lead for Community. They're taking care of business, looking around throughout their opponent's scoreboard. Canton also taking care of business. Quinlan Ford up 35-21. Gunter taking on Sanger, hanging 60 on them. And then Lake Dallas in action as well, taking on Lake Worth with the lead. Frisco Panther Creek up 35-10. Aubrey in a dogfight with an Alstein in the 3rd quarter. And we're back, a kickoff inside the 10, fielded at the 6. We'll turn it up. He tries to get some good field position, not going to get to the 20. 1st and 10 for Western Hills with 2:50 to go in the 3rd. Ronti Wilson picked up his 3rd touchdown of the night on a 4-yard receiving touchdown from Grayson Calloway.
Stop for Community.
And also worth mentioning, Rory Cockerton, the senior kicker, comes on converts the extra point, the first point scored by a female in Community Braves football history. So great night throughout. It's a whiteout here at Braves Stadium. The energy's buzzing. The Braves are buzzing, in history being made with the foot of Rory Cockerton. 35-7 lead for the Braves. And off to the left side. Works his way towards the sideline past the 25. Solid gain on first down from Oliver.
Pushed out by Ricardo Ceballos.
Ceballos getting the stop on the 7-yard carry from
Down, 2 yards to go.
their key back in Josh Oliver. Johnston in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Johnston back to pass, looking to his right, thinks about it, decides against it, keeps rolling, fires, has a man at the 40, caught, tries to turn upfield. It's O'Reilly Crockett with the reception, good for a Western Hills first down.
Down by Holt. Good for a Cougars first down. First and 10 from the Western Hills 41.
First and 10 from the 41. Johnson the shotgun. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Gets the snap. He's looking left. Now he'll roll out that way. Draws a couple of defenders in. He'll tuck it. Takes it himself past the 45 down towards the 50. It's a good gain. His 4th carry on the night.
Caleb Allred on the stop for Community.
Caleb Allred getting the stop. 2nd and 4 for the Cougars.
3 to go.
Second and 4, Johnson in the shotgun. Trio receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Hands off to Oliver. Met at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a yard. 3rd down nonetheless.
Stop by Shamuiwa.
Kelvin Shamuiwa on the tackle.
1-yard gain.
He's had a couple of plays where he's been in the backfield.
3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2 for the Cougars, down 4 scores. Taking under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Johnson in the shotgun. Draw up a shot play here. He rolls up to his right, comes back into the pocket, tucks it, brought down at the line of scrimmage. And a couple of late flags coming in from the far referee. Johnson a bit slow to get up. Having a fairly detailed conversation about the penalties, or penalty. See 2 markers out there. Could be for the same infraction. Looks like it will be against Western Hills as they clarify with the community sideline what they'd like to do. You can decline the penalty, take 4th and what would be 2 yards maybe and some change. Oh, it's a personal foul as well. So we got the option 4th and 2 or 3rd and 17. Yeah, that's a go zone right at midfield, down 4 scores. So I like the decision to make them go down the length of the field once again. 3rd and 17 now, 45 seconds in the 3rd quarter. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. Johnson gets the snap, swings it out to his back. Really close of it being a backwards pass. They'll rule it a forward pass. Community will take it nonetheless. 4th and 17. And Coach Ortega, as well as defensive coordinator Chris Childress, taking a roll of the dice betting on their defense to make a play. They do. Goes from essentially what would have been a 4th and 2 to 4th and 17. Chase Petty back to receive the punt.
Petty deep to receive for Community. Hill back to punt.
Rodney Hill back to punt once again. Quick one, boots it up. Fair catch called by Petty at the 37-yard line with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. That's where the Community Braves will take their next drive.
Ball spotted at the Braves 37-yard line. First down.
28 seconds left to go. First and 10 for the Braves before the final quarter break. Callaway in the shotgun with Cade Connor to his left. 2-by-2 formation. Callaway back to pass. Fires across the middle. He's got Allred at the 45. Trucks over defender at midfield. Picks up the first down for Community on the 14-yard reception. His first catch of the night.
Territory. First down, Community.
First and 10 now in Cougar territory. Last play of the third quarter if they want to take it. And looks like that's exactly what they'll want to do. Heading into the final quarter of play, Community up 35-7. We'll take a step back. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
Do you want to get ahead of the competition? Do you want access to a full indoor turf field, hit tracks and pro batter, pitching and hitting tunnels, pitching machines, golf simulators, a full-size gym, and more? Come to Inbounds Sports Training, right up the road from Community High School, located at 760 North FM 1138, or visit inboundssports.com.
35-7 lead for Community into the final quarter of play. A couple of Ronti Wilson touchdowns broke the game open in the third quarter. He scored from 17 yards out on just a casual halfback zone, and also a pop pass counter from 4 yards out to score his second and third touchdowns of the night as we head into the final quarter. Quick pass to Williams up the hashes, splits the defenders, almost just outruns everybody inside the 30.
A 20-yard gain. First down, Community. We are first and 10 from the Western Hills. 29.
First and 10 now inside the 30. This time over the middle, it's Williams again, trying to bounce it out. I think he came back and lost a couple of yards on the play. Still picks up 8, so staying busy. His 9th reception. Plenty of space. We've seen that all night. The Braves have been able to take advantage of the middle of the field, and that's the benefit when you get to spread out the defense in the ways that you are with the formations that they run. Often leaves open the middle of the field. That's where they attack again. Adam Allred getting through the end zone. Touchdown. Adam Allred getting his first score of the season, this time from 22 yards out.
Touchdown, Community.
Blows the game open 41-7. Rory Conkerton comes back out. Made history the last extra point by the first female to score a point in a Community Braves varsity football game, trying to make it the second point. Score, the snap comes in to Allred, kick up. And through the uprights, 2 for 2 from Rory Cockerton and the Braves, up 42-7. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
3 seconds remaining in regulation.
Braves fans, do you need some dental work done? Well, come on out to Levon Family Dental. Dr. Casey Draper and his staff provide you with high-quality dentistry using the latest in technology and modern convenience. Check them out online at LevonFamilyDental.com or call 972-853-2100.
10:53 left to go in the third quarter. 42-7 lead for Community. After what could be the 5th touchdown pass from Grayson Calloway. A couple of these passes have been like pop passes, so depending on if it's a forward pass or a handoff could determine how they score that. But kickoff inside the 5-yard line, bobbled immediately. Was able to recoup and get past the 15, but nothing past that. And the Cougars deep in their own territory once again. It was Adam Allred from 21 yards out, his first reception, receiving touchdown of the season. That one not a debatable if it was a reception or a rushing touchdown. Counts the same nonetheless. Quick credit once again to the historic night from Rory Kickerton, the first woman to score a point in a Community Braves football game. She's now 2 for 2 in converting extra points. So on the score sheets and contributing to this outstanding Community Braves football evening. Beautiful night here from Nevada. It's a whiteout from Brave Stadium. You can feel the extra juice in the building. Handoff to Oliver between the tackles, sheds a few arm tackles, gets down towards the 25, picks up 6 on the carry.
Stop by Isaac Foy. 7-yard gain. 2nd down and 3.
It was a 3-minute, 6-play touchdown drive for the Braves. Now they hold a strong 42-7 advantage over the Cougars. Johnston hands it off to the right side, bottled up, nowhere to go. Dragged down and fall forward for a couple of yards right at the sticks. It's first down Cougars.
Oliver's carry good for a first down.
Isaac Foy on the tackle.
10 Cougars.
First down for Western Hills. They've had some limited offensive production, but the Braves defense not making it easy. And the Cougars try to take a couple of shots down the field. Carson Bessa with a couple of interceptions already. Johnson in trouble. Tries to stop it up again, and brought down in the backfield, down at the 15. Isaac Foy back there with a group of his friends to get the sack.
Isaac Foy on the tackle. Twelve-yard loss.
12-yard loss for the Cougars. Also worth mentioning, if we're looking at the stat sheet, 100-plus receiving yards for Chase Williams, 100-plus yard receiving tonight for Cash Elston, and Grayson Calloway with potentially 5 touchdowns, depending on how they're officially scored. But from my eyes, those are all forward passes. That's 5 touchdowns on the night from Callaway. 0 interceptions. He had a few of those coming into tonight. Came in with 6 touchdowns and 3 picks, completing 63% of his passes. All of those numbers going to look quite a bit better at the end of tonight. 3rd down for Western Hills. 3 wide receivers down low, 1 up top. Johnston back to pass, steps up in the pocket, fires down the field. Carson Betts almost with his 3rd interception of the night. Would have been a cool hat trick, but through his hands, almost ended up in the hands of the receiver he was covering, which would have been able to moonwalk into the end zone. Nonetheless, no harm, no foul.
14.
14 for the Cougars. Rodney Hill hobbles back out. He's had a tough beating tonight. Obviously, a little bit slow to get out there, but he's been outstanding as a punter. Even pinned the Braves back inside their own 1-yard line late in the first half. Fortunately for the Cougars, they turned that into a 93-yard touchdown reception to Cash Elston. Hill gets the snap and fires in a boot very high in the air. Fair catch made at midfield, and the Braves will take over at the 49-yard line. We'll take a step back. We were watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
Thank you to the Community Education Foundation for tonight's.
The Community Athletic Booster Club is fired up to support our student athletes in Community ISD. With your help, we've awarded thousands in scholarships, boosted athletic excellence, and given back to every CISD sport, making a lasting difference in our students' lives. Next time you're on campus for a game, don't forget to stop by our concession stand. Every purchase helps us continue this incredible work.
First and 10 for the Braves. Handoff to Corey Connors on the left side. He'll pick up a good chunk on first down. 4 on the play for Cade Connor.
23. Braden Burns with the tackle for the Cougars. 4-yard
Second and
gain.
6. The Braves love their running back combo in Cade Connor and Roncie Wilson. We saw Cade Connor get the hot hand the first couple of weeks. Roncie Wilson getting the hot hand tonight. 3 touchdowns total. And Cade Connor goes out of the backfield. Swing pass to Chase Williams, brought down. Gain of 3 on the play. Makes third down a little bit more digestible. With the 10th reception on the night for Chase Williams, who's making his first varsity start. Already amassed 100 receiving yards tonight. Scored his first touchdown last week on a 40-yard reception. Also, Grayson Shelton checking into the game. He's at the bottom of your formation. 3 wide receivers up top. That's where Callaway's rolling towards. Looking for a man. Fires down the field. Caught inside the 35. Tiptoes up towards the end zone. Dylan Testa with the reception. Moves the chains for the... catch and move the chains. Adam Allred comes in for Chase Williams. Allred, who just picked up his first touchdown of the evening from 21 yards out. And a whistle before the play gets underway. And a false start on Community, so they'll back it up a bit on first down. 1st and 15 now.
Attention students, if you need a ride after the game, please call for it now. Just over 6 minutes remain.
1st and 15. Grayson Shelton at the bottom of the formation. Cass Elston in the middle. Adam Allred in the slot. And Dylan Test at the top of the formation. They swing it out. There's Elston on the reception. Gets a block at the 30. Turns upfield. He'll pick up some of the penalty yards back. Still on his feet. What a tough runner. Barrels his way through. And what was looking like a 2 to 3 yard gain ends up being about a 9-yard gain for Cash Elston. Second and 7 now. Two seconds on the play clock, still nothing going. They get the snap off with some whistles. I think coach say keep the timeout, moving back 5 yards, delay a game. 5:01 on the clock in the fourth quarter. Community up comfortably. Dylan Test at the top of the formation. And Amal Red in his notorious bright green gloves in the slot up top. Grayson Shelton to the bottom. Two backs in the backfield. He'll hand off to Ronty Wilson. Brought down immediately. No gain. He'll drop a couple of yards as well. First time, one of the few times that we've seen him go backwards tonight. Loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13.
Still calling in the play. 12 seconds on the play clock. 7 seconds now, still getting set up. Some more confusion, 3 seconds. They're not going to get the play off. And Coach Arteaga calls a timeout to talk things over. Big 3rd down here, 3rd and 13. They'll take a timeout, so will we. We'll take a step back. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
The J.R. Airy State Farm Agency is proud to support Community ISD athletics. At the J.R. Airy State Farm Agency, we're all about protecting what matters most: your family, your home, your future. Just like our Braves fight for every win, we're here to fight for you with personalized insurance and financial solutions. Cheer on Community ISD with us, and let's secure your tomorrow together. Like a good neighbor, JR is there.
(42-7) Community lead with 4 minutes to go. 3rd and 13 for the Braves. Come out fresh out of a timeout. Had some confusion as the play clock was winding down. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. Cade Connor in the backfield with Grayson Calloway. Calloway back to pass, looking for the blue turf. Cash Elston through his arms. Oh boy, that one's going to keep him up tonight. Would have been his 3rd touchdown reception of the evening. So sometimes those passes that are so easy to catch become the toughest. You overthink it a little bit. But very important play coming up. Colt Story on the field to attempt the field goal. Not too many opportunities you get to test out the range. They'll get to do so here. Booted up. Boy, plenty of leg through the uprights. What was that from? 34-yard line, 44-yard field goal. My goodness. And let me tell you, that had plenty more leg than he needed to use. 44 yards from Colt Story. It's been perfect on the extra points throughout the first few weeks. It blasted a 44-yard field goal. 45-7 lead now. The Braves starting to look ahead towards district play. They get the bye week next week before taking on Lake Dallas in their district opener. The volleyball team getting underway as well in district play against Caddo Mills on Tuesday, September 23rd. Their district opener. They wrapped up a fantastic non-district slate here this week. The best place to watch Braves volleyball is at Community High School. Next best place is here on the Community Braves Network. And catch the season opener against Caddo Mills on Tuesday right here. And the best part, just like tonight, it's all free and all available to you live and on demand as well. 45-7 lead now after the 44-yard field goal from Colt Story. It was a 7-7 game early in the second quarter. Since then, the Braves have scored 38 unanswered points since then. It was over the head of the returner into the end zone. It was Warren Carter back there to receive the kick. Almost touched it, and if he did touch it, he'd have to go back and get it, even if it goes into the end zone. .355 left in the fourth quarter. Starting to get some substitutions out on defense. We see Blayson Williamson out on the near corner. We also see
The Cougars will start from their 25.
more substitutions. We'll call them out as we notice them. Seemingly the starter is still out for Western Hills. Quick button hook, caught at the 30, turns upfield and brought down the field. Alex Richmond
Petty on the stop.
on the reception. Chase Petty getting the stop.
Down Cougars.
Good for a Cougar first down.
1st and 10 from the Western Hills 37.
Hand off to the right side, tries to find a hole.
Hand off to DeAnthony Monroe.
55.
Brought down for a slight gain, or for a slight loss, excuse me.
One yard loss. 2nd down.
3 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Back in the backfield, throws it over the middle.
Pass complete.
Bring it up as a catch. Back to Alex Richmond. 2 receptions already on the drive. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Cougars.
5-yard gain. 3rd down and 5.
Third and 5. Tyler Johnson in the shotgun. Got it back to his right. He hands it off to him between the tackles. Fires upfield right at the sticks. Give him a half a yard on top of it. First down for Western Hills.
Oliver.
Now at the Braves' 48-yard line. They don't have to run a play if they don't want to. They'll take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Western Hills.
A good opportunity to run a 2-minute offense while you're here. Swing it out to the top of the formation. Caught at the 48. Barrels on through past midfield for a first, or not for a first down. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. We'll take a break. Be back with the final 2 minutes here on the Community Braves Network. You're watching Braves football on the Community Braves Network.
Braves fans, do you need some dental work done? Well, come on out to Levon Family Dental. Dr. Casey Draper and his staff provide you with high-quality dentistry using the latest in technology and modern convenience. Check them out online at LevonFamilyDental.com or call 972-853-2100.
Fresh out of the 2-minute timeout, we'll take a look at what's going on throughout the area. Canton rolling 47-0. Quinlan Ford up 2 scores against Mineral Wells. Gunter taking it to Sanger. And their matchup, Lake Dallas up 2 scores against Lake Worth. They're looking deep. Picked up. Oh, Carson Bessa. Boy, it's tough to gauge which one of the dropped interceptions. Carson Bessa, he has been reading the defense so well tonight.
3rd down.
And sets up 3rd and 8 for the Cougars, just shy of midfield. Johnson in the shotgun. Back to his left, or to his right. Nope, to his left. He'll hand it off to him. Now he'll come out towards the sideline, brought down in the backfield. Tried to get horizontal. And Grayson Abbott says no thank you. 4th down.
And Blazin Williamson.
Blazin Williamson getting the stop as well. Offense staying on the field
Down and 9.
for for the Cougars. Tyler Johnson in the shotgun. Warren Carter back there as well. Two wide receivers up top, one at the bottom. Gets the snap, immediately rolls out to his right. Buys some time, fires downfield. Caught and a flag. Officials still talking over the infraction. It was right at the point of attack. It would not bode well for community, most likely. And they're calling targeting, and a different rule in college football has trickled down to the UIL. There are now 2 levels for targeting, where in the past it's been an automatic ejection, which also would have meant that he'd be suspended for the first half against Lake Dallas in their next game, but they ruled it a non-flagrant foul, so they do get the 15-yard penalty, but no ill malice and no ejection. And brought down in the backfield. Zyerick McClinton getting the TFL. Next play, 2nd and 10. 40 seconds and ticking. Johnson in the shotgun. Wouldn't be surprised to see them take a shot or two here with the clock winding down. Rolls right. Deep drop. Fires towards the end zone. Ooh, just out of the reach of his intended target.
Hold on coverage for community.
Also worth mentioning, Carson Bessa right there. If the pass was a little bit closer to the receiver.
11 to go.
3rd and 11, 21 seconds. Johnson sets up the offense. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. It's the snap. Another deep drop. Looking down the field. Evades a couple of sacks, and then there he is once again. Zyerick McClinton with the sack. He's got a TFL and a sack. Lineman to get him out of the play, sticks with it, comes down to get the sack, and the clock hits 0, and the Braves pick up their first win in dominant fashion, 45-7 over the Western Hills Cougars to wrap up their non-district slate with a 1-3 record. Outstanding night for Grayson Calloway, a plethora of passing interceptions. We'll see what the official stats say going into Lake Dallas contest, but Colt Cash Elston near the 200-yard receiving mark. Colt Story hit a 44-yard field goal. Carson Bessa with 2 interceptions, and Rory Cockiner with 2 extra points, the first woman to score in a varsity football game here at Community. Outstanding night for Community. We'll be back a week from Friday as the Braves hit the road to take on Lake Dallas in their first district contest. But plenty of action going on throughout the Community Braves network. The Braves volleyball team getting their district slates started on Tuesday against Caddo Mills. You can catch that here on the Community Braves network as well. That'll do it for us tonight. Signing off from Nevada, Texas, 45-7. Braves win over Western Hills.
What?